Hey guys, Ryan here. So today I'm going to be going over my entire One Piece collection, and that includes manga, anime, figures, and more, like art books and whatnot. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I've known about One Piece ever since I was a kid, but I wasn't really into it. It wasn't until a few years back in 2017 that I heard a song from One Piece and I was like, that's a really good song, I should check out this show. So after 30 episodes of watching, I ordered the first box set for the manga for One Piece. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since, and it quickly became my favorite manga series of all time. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all these volumes that I have here for each of the arcs. But yeah, first I'm gonna explain a little bit of this story. So we have Monkey D. Luffy, the main character, and so basically, I'll read it here. As a child, Monkey D. Luffy was inspired to become a pirate by listening to the tales of the buccaneer, red-haired Shanks. But his life changed when Luffy accidentally ate the Gum Gum Devil Fruit and gained the power to stretch like rubber, at the cost of never being able to swim again. Years later, still vowing to become the king of the pirates, Luffy sets out on his adventure, one guy alone in a rowboat, in search of the legendary One Piece treasure. So yeah, that is the synopsis of One Piece. And yeah, there's so many things I love about One Piece. Not only like the storytelling, but like how fast paced it is, with really great pacing. So yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so we have the very first volume here, and this is the East Blue arc, where we meet Nami and Zoro for the first time. And yeah, Luffy is setting out on an adventure to gain a pirate crew and go after the legendary treasure called the One Piece. So yeah, Luffy is definitely my main favorite character of all time. So yeah, I think my favorite Straw Hat other than Luffy is Zoro, who has swords. He has 3 swords, and he's a swordsman, and he's a really dope character, I have to say. So the first 11 volumes, that's the East Blue arc, and then after that, we get into Baroque Works. So yeah, and it goes till volume 23, and yeah, we meet different villains throughout the story, like Buggy the Clown, Sir Crocodile, in these first 2 arcs of One Piece. And One Piece is actually ending in 3 years, according to the creator. So we'll be getting the final saga of One Piece. There's also like a One Piece game called One Piece Odyssey that's coming out, I think this year in December. I'll have to double check on that. If you know, definitely let me know down in the comments. But that game looks awesome. So I played a single One Piece game, and yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the new One Piece game. All right, so next up we got here is volume 24, which is right after Baroque Works arc. And yeah, we have Nico Robin, who joined the pirate crew. She's like an archaeologist, kind of like Indiana Jones. And yeah, in this arc they go to a sky island, and which is like really creative, and it's such a fun story. I'll have to show some b-roll of some of this manga as I'm talking. So in the Skypiea arc, there's like this villain named Eneru who has like thunder powers, and yeah, for each arc there's like a different villain, a different task that the Straw Hat crew has to go after, basically. And over time there is more crew members that join the crew, and yeah, One Piece is just great. All right, so we have my favorite arc so far, which is Water 7. And we meet Frankie the cyborg. There's like a lot of emotional stuff happening in the story with like Usopp leaving the crew, Nico Robin working with these like undercover agents that are trying to like take over the world with this island destroyer. And yeah, it's so good. I would highly recommend reading One Piece, and I would highly recommend reading through the Water 7 arc. So yeah. All right, so next up we got is Thriller Bark here, and this is kind of like a Halloweenish kind of arc. We have Brooke, the skeleton, who joins the crew. He's like a musician. So yeah. All right, next up we got is Stampede here. And yeah, it's great though, because like there's 100 volumes for One Piece, which is like really cool that is currently out and it's still not over at this point. But yeah. So that's Stampede. Then we get to the Paramount War, which gets really intense, and there's like Marines. They're after Luffy's brother Ace. And yeah. And then we have Fishman Island. And I love this cover. It's really colorful and looks really nice. And the villain in that is Hody Jones, which is like a fisherman. Earlier in the story, there is fishermen that show up in Nami's backstory. So yeah. And then we have volume 70 here, which is the Dressrosa arc, where that starts with the villain named Doflamingo, or Dofi for short. And yeah, I just recently finished reading that arc, and it's fantastic. Luffy finally beats this villain, Doflamingo, and yeah, it's so good. I can't wait to read more of One Piece. All right, and then we have volume 100 here. So yeah, this is during the Wano arc, which is kind of like a Japanese kind of story. And this cover is awesome, as Ace, Luffy, I think her name is Yamato. I'm not this far in, so I don't know for sure, but yeah, that's a little bit about the manga in each arc. And yeah, I actually have some anime that I'm going to show next. All right, so we have 4 One Piece movies, and another one is actually coming out either this year or next year. I know it's in Japan right now, and it's doing really well at the box office, so that's pretty cool. So we have One Piece Film Z, and yeah, so here it is. And yeah, every One Piece movie that I've seen is really good, and they kind of tell their own stories. Usually they're not actually connected to the main story. They're kind of like their own unique stories. So yeah, there's like a lot of cool fights that happen. The animation is really good. And yeah, so the next thing we got here is One Piece Strong World, where there's like these giant monsters that inhabit this island. And then we got One Piece Film Gold, which is like kind of like Vegas, like with a casino island. So yeah, that is really cool for sure. And then we have my favorite anime movie of all time. We'll see if One Piece Film Red overtakes that spot. But we have One Piece Film Stampede here, which I saw in the theater, and yeah, it's so good. It's my favorite anime movie of all time, even above like Studio Ghibli movies. So yeah, which is I would have to say pretty good. So yeah, so we have a novel actually that tells the story of Ace, and there's like I think 2 volumes for it, and I need to read this, so yeah. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the art books. So you can get these not hardcover versions, but like paperback, and they're really nice for sure. I love One Piece's art style, so it's really cool seeing it fully colored, because you know, with comics and manga it's black and white. So yeah. All right, so here is a One Piece ship, the Going Merry ship that Luffy and the Straw Hat crew use. I also had the Thousand Sunny ship, but it broke. So yeah. Yeah, this is cool though, for sure to have as a One Piece fan. And I have all the minifigures for it too. So yeah. All right, so next I'm going to show a few figures that I have. So these are really nice because they're articulated, which is great for animation and posability and like having them on your shelf, right? So yeah, and it comes with like different faces you can like switch out. And he has a straw hat. I'm actually going to be cosplaying as Luffy for FanX this year, so that's fun. And yeah, it looks really nice and it's good to have. All right, next up we got is Nami from One Piece, and she has like orange flowing hair, orange like high heels and whatnot. And yeah, it's the same line of figures. It's the Variable Action Heroes line if you're interested. And yeah, some of these are like kind of hard to get, so the prices are vary between each one, but yeah. So yeah, you can get the manga in these box sets. So that is really nice. And you can get up to the 90th volume, and I've been collecting the volumes after that. So we have the 100th volume right here. So yeah, I love One Piece. It's my favorite manga series for a reason. I love the art, I love the story, the characters. It's all so good, and I would highly recommend checking it out if you're interested. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace out.